Wonders if the NRL integrated a promotion and relegation system. I think it would be absolutely amazing. But obviously with the state of the NRL right now, it's definitely way too early. But let's face it, I don't really care about that, so I've added multiple different divisions, and today I'll be simulating a couple of seasons to see which teams would benefit most from this, and also would this end up being a good idea for the future in the NRL. So with the simple stuff done, let's get into the main info. Now quickly before I go into the divisions, obviously logos really bad, put them together in like 5 seconds, and how I'll be simulating it is through different AIs and simulation tools to kind of make it fair so it's not just me choosing it. So you've got Division 1, which is the NRL, Division 2, the Pacific Rugby League Division, and Division 3, which is the Reserve Grade League. So obviously Division 1 best, Division 3 worst. Pretty simple. Now for Division 1, the NRL, it's pretty similar. Obviously the top 8 go to the finals, and then this time the bottom 3 get relegated into Division 2. Now all the NRL teams are in there. The only additional team is the Perth Bears, and that is why we are starting this in 2027. Kind of gives us an extra team to really put in there. Okay, now on to Division 2, the Pacific Rugby League Division. Now this one is a bit more complicated, but that would make sense, and I called it the Pacific because we can now have teams from Papua New Guinea, Fiji, more New Zealand teams, so that it kind of made sense for the name. Now the top 2 teams, first and second, go automatically through, and that means they'll be in the NRL next season. But from 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, they'll be battling out in the finals, 3rd versus 6th, 4th versus 5th, and the winners of both games versus each other, and whoever comes out on top joins the top 2 sides and will be in the NRL for the next season. 7, 8, 9, they're completely safe, while the bottom 3 teams, 10th, 11th and 12th, would all be relegated to Division 3. Now for the Reserve Grade League, you can kind of see why it's called the Reserve Grade League. We've got a bit of a mix of some Queensland Cup sides, New South Wales Cup sides, and that's why we've got Wars second, Eels second, Bulldogs second, Redcliffe, the Redcliffe Dolphins, Dragons second, Burleigh, I'm pretty sure Bears, Clydesdale, Cutters, Pride, so it's a bit of a mix. Okay, so 7th, 8th, 9th, absolutely nothing. They can't get relegated, they're going to be staying where they are. 3rd versus 6th, 4th versus 5th, very similar to the last 2 Division 2, but the first 2 automatically go into the next division, while the 3rd to 6th have to battle it out. Same thing, and now we're going to start off going to the NRL for the first simulation in 2027. How would it go? So this is the first season simulated, with the Broncos being on top of the ladder. They did end up going on to win the finals, so I didn't really get those details down here, but you can kind of see what happened. The Knights came 5th, Rabbitohs, Perth Bears came 7th, which is incredible. The Sharks, Bulldogs, Cowboys, Eels, Warriors, Dolphins, Titans and Manly, with our West Tigers, the Dragons and the Raiders getting relegated. How the 2025 minor premiers got relegated is incredible. Something clearly happened in 2026 which made them pretty bad. For Division 2, the winners were the South Island Kia. They finished in 1st, with North Sydney Bears finishing in 2nd place. Then the Falcons, the Tigers, the Chiefs and the WM Seagulls were in that playoff finals, with Fiji, the Magpies and the Devils all getting relegated. In the finals, the Falcons beat the Seagulls, the Tigers beat the Chiefs, and the Falcons beat the Tigers, and the Falcons would get promoted to the NRL for 2028. For Division 3 though, the winners was the Burleigh Bears, pretty dominantly, with 2nd place being the Bulldogs' second side. They're going to be trying to get up into that 2nd division, and obviously when you go and look more into it, maybe you don't have these second sides just go under a new name, or they're just like we see maybe with the Barcelona second side in football, they can't go into the same division as their number 1 team, basically, if that kind of makes sense. So we have the Warriors, the Cutters, Redcliffe and the Eels all battling out in the finals. Pride, the Dragons and Clydesdale missing out completely. So the Warriors beat the Eels and the Cutters beat the Dolphins, with the Wars easily beating the Cutters, putting them through to Division 2 next year with the Bulldogs and Burleigh Bears. Now, because this is supposed to be just a short experiment, I decided, you know what, we're just going to do 2 seasons, just show how it could work. Storm, obviously you can see, won the 2028 one. They came number 1 on the ladder. They ended up winning the premiership. Bit of a thing that we're seeing here, but okay. That's pretty good in this. Rabbitohs 5th. Pretty interesting stuff. The South Island Kia, when the new teams promoted, actually stayed up in 15th. And they were close, battling with the Warriors, who are obviously their rivals, obviously because they're the other team, New Zealand. The North City Bears and the SC Falcons, Sunshine Coast Falcons, both came relegated. They're the new teams for that year. And Perth Bears, who got in the top 8 in 2027, came dead last as well. So we saw 2 Bears teams get relegated. Well, in Division 2, this is where it gets a bit more interesting. We saw the St. George Illawarra Dragons, who got relegated, to go on and win, followed by the West Tigers, so both teams who got relegated, which basically makes sense, with the Raiders, the Brisbane Tigers, Papua New Guinea Chiefs, and the Burleigh Bears, who were the Division 3 side, all making the top 3 to 6. With the Wild second, the Bulldogs seconds, and the I can't remember, Newton Jets getting relegated. So we saw the Bears who actually shocked the Raiders, and the Tigers beat the Chiefs. The Bears shocked the Tigers, another loss in the finals, I'm pretty sure, for the Tigers, meaning Burleigh had just gone up from, they were in Division 3, they hopped to Division 2, and now they're straight into Div 1, which is the NRL, which would have been quite cool to see. Okay, but now it's time for our final thing. Division 3. We saw the Pride take the win, followed by the new Fiji team who just got relegated to take the top 2 spots. The Magpies, Devils, Cutters and Clydesdale made up 3rd to 6th, with Redcliffe, Eels and Dragons seconds missing out. Clydesdale beat the Magpies as the Devils beat the Cutters. The Devils beat Clydesdales in a very close match, meaning the Devils would go up with Fiji and the Pride to Division 2 for 2029. But because this was just a little old experiment, I do hope you enjoyed, but that is it. Now give me your thoughts if these 3 divisions and relegation promotion would work in the NRL. It'd be a great idea, but I just don't think at the moment they need it. They wouldn't have enough support, I guess, for all these leagues. It just wouldn't be competitive, to be honest. We see the Tigers dropping down to Div 2, they would just dominate, and it really just doesn't give that special feeling of someone wins a wooden spoon and they come back stronger next year. This time they'd be getting the wooden spoon and getting knocked all the way to Division 2. So yeah, give me your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.